Scientific healing affirmations. Cure according to temperament, imagination, convincing reason, faith, emotion, or feeling, or will, or connection can be employed according to the different specific imaginative or intellectual or emotional or cognitive nature of the individual. Few people know this. Cow wants to cure all persons by autosuggestion only. But the diseased person of an intellectual type is not susceptible to suggestion and can only be influenced by a metaphysical discussion of the power of consciousness over body. He needs to understand mentally the power of the mind over the body. If he can realize, for instance, that blisters can be produced by hypnosis, as Professor James points out in his Principles of Psychology. Similarly, he can understand the power of the mind to cure disease. If the mind can produce ill health, it can also produce good health. Autosuggestion is also powerless to act on the type of man characterized by strong willpower. He needs stimulation of his willpower instead of his imagination if he wants to be cured of his ailment. A case is recorded of an emotional person who had lost his power of speech and received it back. When running out of a burning house, the sudden shock produced by the sight of fire stimulated his feelings so much that he shouted out, "Fire! Fire!" Not remembering that hitherto he had been unable to speak. A strong emotion overcomes the power of the subconscious mental disease habit. This story illustrates the power of intense attention, which should be used in connection with affirmations for curing bodily sickness. During my first steamer trip from India to Colombo, I was taken unawareness suddenly by a spell of seasickness and lost the valuable contents of my stomach. I resented the experience very much because it was sprung on me without my willing permission to accept it, and at a time when I was